eXp Realty for new agents. Is it actually good? Well, in this video, I'm going to break down all of the misconceptions and myths you've probably heard about why eXp isn't good for new agents, and I'm gonna show you a free training that most people don't know about at eXp that has helped the average new agent just like you get 3.8 clients in their first 6 weeks. I've never seen anything like it at any other brokerage, so if you're looking to build massive momentum as a new agent, this is going to blow your mind. I'll walk through all of the training that eXp provides and what my group provides as well in terms of helping you close up to 6 figures or more in your first year for free with clients coming directly to you. Now, before diving in, I would also like to say that if you have any other questions about joining eXp or would like to talk about it, feel free to click the link in the description. You can have a private conversation on Zoom with either me or one of my top agents that specializes in helping and supporting new agents like you to break 6 figures in your very first year. So click that link in the description and let's start diving into all things eXp Realty for new agents and show you a ton of new things that I can almost guarantee you've never seen or heard of before. What's up? My name is Sherrard with eXp Realty, and I've trained over 6,000 agents just like you to scale their business the modern way. If you don't know my story, within my first 2 years at eXp, I ended up becoming the #1 personal sponsor at eXp without reaching out to a single agent just because of our value proposition. I'll get into this later, but getting access for free as a new agent to all of my top social media training that has helped agents just like you break 6 figures in their first year with clients coming directly to them, all of our weekly mastermind calls, direct one-on-one mentorship, and everything that an agent needs to succeed. But first, let's dive into all things eXp. And I'm going to share my screen quickly in order to reinforce and prove what I'm actually talking about. I find a lot of people talk a big game and they talk about what they do to help agents just like you, but very few can actually prove it. So let's head over to my screen and I'm going to show you what we've been able to do for agents just like you. Okay, so before diving into the value and giving you what you're looking for, which is validation as to why eXp is or isn't good for new real estate agents, I want to show you my YouTube channel, and we're going to come down here to this specific playlist, New Real Estate Agent Success Stories. There's over 30 video interviews in here of agents who were just like you, exploring this opportunity, decided to partner with our incredible group, the Wolfpack at eXp. And you can see here all of their stories of, looking at Deja's experience of being at a different brokerage previously as a new agent, didn't get any transactions, joined us and got her first deal in the first 30 days. You can see Suman's journey here, ended up doing 87 deals in his first year, over $1 million in commission entirely free from his YouTube channel. Amanda ended up closing over $100,000 in her first year as a part-time agent. And you can see endless examples of all these agents breaking 6 figures using our proven strategies within my group as brand new agents without any prior experience. So I just wanted to show you that you can go check out any of these interviews to hear firsthand what agents are actually saying about being new at eXp. But now let's start diving into the value. Okay, so first, why eXp over a traditional real estate brokerage? You see, one of the big misconceptions, which I'll get to later, is that you need a local office, local support, a brick and mortar brokerage that you can walk into. But what you're starting to see is after COVID, things radically changed and agents realized that they can actually work remote and get the same results or even better by being more efficient. So when you look at a traditional brokerage, some of the things that you'll run into, which I experienced as a new agent joining a traditional brokerage, is that I joined a brokerage that had all of the top producers, but none of them shared their information. What you'll see at traditional brokerages is that the majority of agents hoard their information, because if they share it with you, you end up becoming competition within the office, and they don't want that. And so I made the decision at the beginning to join the brokerage that had all of the top agents, the luxury agents, and I thought, if I can just see what they're doing, I'm gonna crush it. And none of them would share anything with me. And I've heard that story time and time again from almost everybody that has joined a traditional brokerage. Also, at a traditional brokerage, the costs and fees are usually extraordinarily high. The reason being is they have high overhead expenses. They have to have the brick and mortar office that not only they pay for, but you pay for through the higher fees and dues. Additionally, they have all the local staff that they have to pay for as well. And all of those costs end up being a burden on you as a new agent. And if you're like me, I didn't have a lot of money as a new agent, and that really took a toll on my expenses and my finances, which made it really difficult as a new agent financially, which became truthfully really stressful. Now, another thing that most agents experience at traditional brokerages is that the training is really outdated. A lot of these traditional brokerages are just telling you, leverage your sphere. Well, when I was a new agent, I was sitting there saying, I have no sphere. What? Like, I'm a new agent in a new market with no money. What sphere, right? And so usually their training is very archaic, very old school. You have to cold call, you have to door knock, and you have to leverage your sphere. That's it, that's all. That's the only way to build your business. And if you want to learn modern training like social media, artificial intelligence, and how to use like paid ads, for example, on Facebook, Google, and YouTube, you have to go buy somebody's training and spend money, which if you're like me, I didn't have. So let's look at why eXp is a benefit. Well, because it's a cloud-based brokerage, it drops overhead, reduces expenses, and thus the fees are usually much cheaper than you would experience at a traditional brokerage. Also, being a modern brokerage, you have the modern training. So you have a lot of training on how to build your business with clients coming directly to you for free. Now, a couple other things that are really important about eXp is the support. I can't stress this enough. When you look at eXp, there's over 2,500 employees in the cloud-based brokerage that are there to support you every single day. And I've never had an issue with getting any support at eXp from anybody, my broker, technology, CRM, anything that I need help with, immediate support. Now, as a new agent, another thing that's really incredible for you before I show you some of the training is that you have multiple income streams. So when you're at a traditional brokerage as a new agent, not only are you paying higher fees and you have to waste endless hours spending time on YouTube trying to figure out how to grow your business the modern way, but also when you close a deal, you get commission, and usually a smaller portion due to the fact that the brokerage will take more. At eXp, when you close a deal, you get commission and company stock. You get ownership in the brokerage. Well, when you're at a traditional brokerage as well, you're eventually, as you build your personal brand and start to see success, have other agents reaching out to you. They're gonna ask you, hey, I just got my license. Hey, I'm unhappy at my brokerage. Where should I go? You will always tell them your brokerage. Well, at a traditional brokerage, you'll get nothing for doing that. At eXp, you'll get residual income in the form of revenue share, which over time, I've been able to build a 7-figure per year residual income without reaching out to anybody. And so you start to be able to build, as a new agent early in your career, a retirement plan, an exit strategy, and I'm even gonna talk to you about some of the massive savings you get at eXp when it comes to healthcare, which is massive, and I'll get into that later in this presentation. So let me pull up my screen again, and I'm going to walk you through some of the training that you get access to specifically for new agents at eXp to help you build mass momentum. And get ready, because there is a ton of it, and most people don't even know it exists. Okay, so first I want to walk through Fast Cap. This is an entirely free training that, again, I've never seen anything like it at any other brokerage. So if you're a new agent, maybe you don't know what capping means. So at some brokerages like eXp and some of the other ones, you have the ability to cap. What that means is eXp is on an 80-20 split with a $16,000 cap. When you cap, you go to 100% of your commission. What capping means is that once you've paid a certain dollar amount to the brokerage, after that amount has been surpassed, you get 100% of your commission. At most traditional brokerages, another issue is that there is no cap. So it doesn't matter if you do 10 deals, 20 deals, 50 deals, you're always paying the brokerage. But at a brokerage like eXp, there becomes a limit, and after that limit, you get all of your commission. So this program right here is entirely designed to help new agents just like you cap as quickly as possible. So as you can see here, it is a free 6-week program taught by some of the most elite and experienced agents at eXp Realty. And let's look at some of these things that you get to experience. So being able to own your own business in the beginning, prospecting strategies on week 2 in order to get clients, generate leads, your database and lead generation, knowing that leads are the name of the game as a new agent. We need to get you clients as quickly as possible. Well, week 4, at the end of the day, you are your brand. Not eXp, not any other brokerage, you are your brand. So they walk you through how to become the local expert and build your personal brand so people come directly to you and understand your unique value proposition. Then week 5 is going to be all about winning with buyers, and week 6, to wrap it up with a bang, it's all about working and converting sellers, getting listings, because you've probably heard the quote before, list to last. And listings are the name of the game. But looking at some of these stats over here, you can see that the average in just 6 weeks had 6.9 appointments per person and 3.8 signed either buyer or seller agreements. I've never seen anything else like it at any other brokerage. When I was a new agent, I was left high and dry at a local office with all the top agents with the most recognized brokerage in my city. I thought that would be the secret sauce and the recipe for success, but you join the brokerage, pay massive fees, and then you're just left there to figure it out. Whereas this is 6 weeks all in to help you get your first clients as quickly as possible. But that's not it. If we look at this, let me walk you through some of the other resources that eXp provides before walking you through what our record-breaking group provides. You can see this, as I talked about, there's healthcare at eXp. The average agent that I've heard is saving between $300 and $800 a month to get better healthcare coverage than their previous plan. Well, if you look at the $85 a month it costs to be at eXp, but the average agent that I've seen is saving $300 to $800 a month for better coverage for their family, well, you could start to see how it's almost like you're getting paid to be here if you look at those savings. There's an entire section on lead generation where you get a free CRM, you have access to REOs and Revenos, which are other programs designed to help you close more deals as quickly as possible. Making It Rain, which is automated Google pay-per-click ads to do it to generate leads. And we can also see all the training over here. As a new agent, you get access to a local mentor in order to help you with your first 3 transactions. So if you're looking at partnering with somebody like myself, for example, I have agents in every state, every province, all across North America and multiple countries. Well, I'm not in their market, even though all of my training applies and works in their market. Sometimes you want somebody in your area. Well, you will have that person for the first 3 transactions. And you can see an entire support team and all of these different resources that you get access to for free as a new agent. Now, some people say, well, I would like to access an office. Well, one of the things that you'll notice here is going to be Regus. You get access for free to any of the Regus co-working spaces in case you would like to meet a client there. So that's everything that you get access to at eXp, which is tactical training, anything from military to relocation to REOs. You have a ton of lead strategies. You have free resources to help you with your CRM and your database, 2,500 people to support you in your business with multiple local brokers to give you immediate support for any of your transactions, and multiple things like being able to get multiple income streams and have better healthcare coverage for your family. Now, before diving into the misconceptions and answering the most common questions that you likely have, I also want to walk you through what my group, the Wolfpack at eXp, provides for new agents. You get access to all of my top social media training updated every single year. And if you would like to talk with us, you can feel free to click the link in the description and you'll be able to have a private one-on-one Zoom call with one of my top agents that specializes in helping new agents just like you. And with that being said, if you come down here, you'll be able to see that we have Personal Branding Accelerator to help you build your personal brand, identify your niche, your unique value proposition, and everything that you need to do. You also see Social Media Optimization, where we walk you through how to optimize your social media platforms in order to make sure that you turn viewers into leads consistently. camera confidence so that we help you with the right equipment, even if you're just using your phone to get set up, and how to get comfortable in front of the camera so you can start to generate leads with video marketing. YouTube Accelerator, which have helped agents just like you leverage YouTube in order to break 6, even 7 figures in their first year for free with clients coming directly to them. Short Form Accelerator on how to leverage TikTok, Instagram Reels, and YouTube Shorts to also close over 6 figures in your first 12 months. Organic lead conversion, paid lead conversion, the highest converting paid ads on Facebook, Google, and YouTube. And you can start to see what's happening with agents. There's people sharing wins in here all day, whether it's small wins, as you can see here, or if we come down and we look at people finally, paying off their credit card debt, but there's some big wins happening here, right? You could see, people getting $500,000 in commission in their lifetime from their YouTube channel. We can look at people coming down here and 30-day wins. We also can see some bigger ones down here. If we look at, been selling homes for 15 years, but now after leveraging social media, I sold 3 to my YouTube channel. We can come down and look at some of these other agents here, over 10 million in deals from social media. Closed a house, 2 weeks ago, 2 deals closed in 90 days. The list goes on and on and on. This is happening every single day with the free training that you get access to. And so one of the things about our group as well is that we also have weekly live mastermind calls. 4 different live mastermind calls every single week, whether it be about agent attraction, production, our women's only call, or for leaders that want to scale. We have 4 live calls that you'll be able to plug into every single week for free. And not to show you this because it's private, but we have a private community on top of this where we have all kinds of different trainings specific for new agents as well. So now let's break down some of the biggest misconceptions before revealing the #1 critical mistake I see agents making that are new looking to join eXp. Well, the first is needing an office. The truth is you have free access to offices at eXp. You get free access to any of the Regis co-working spaces. But what you'll see is when I was previously in production, used to have the nicest office in my entire city at the brokerage that I was with. Never used it. Clients wanted to meet at coffee shops, restaurants, cocktail spots, or they wanted to just meet at their house. And so even though I had access to the nicest office, nobody even used it. It was a ghost town every single time I would ever find myself there on the rare occasion. And so you don't need that. Consumer behavior and human behavior has changed and people are more willing to do things virtually. I even have new agents that are closing deals leveraging Zoom. And so you can do it from the comfort of your home or even if you're traveling on vacation. Needing somebody local. Well, there's a couple things here. #1, you're going to get access to multiple local brokers that will help you with any of your transactions. If you have a question about a deal, negotiation, contracts, you'll get support with that no matter what. But also the cool thing about eXp is that you could join a group like mine, get access to all of my free training, regardless of where you're located, but also you can still join a local team even if our group is your sponsor. And so again, if you would like to chat about that, of being able to get local help, as well as partner with us, then feel free to book that call in the link in the description below. You're going to get support with all of your transactions with 2,500 employees that are there dedicated to help you every step of the way, plus somebody from my group, including myself, to support you. I've never missed a single Zoom call with any agent since being at the company for over 5 years now. And a lot of people are looking for leads. Well, instead of depending on somebody giving you leads and taking 50% of your commission, why don't you just allow us to show you how to generate your own leads that you own, that you can scale with, where you get the commission without any additional split, and you can start to build a business where clients come directly to you instead of being dependent on somebody else. That's why the new agents that have partnered with us have become so successful, because we help them become independent and they can continue to scale no matter what. So I want to wrap it up with the biggest mistake that I see new agents make when considering joining eXp, which is that they join the wrong sponsor. The sponsor that you choose at eXp is one of the most critical decisions that you can make, because if you join the wrong sponsor or somebody that maybe promises you the world and can't actually deliver on it, I get emails from agents just like you that maybe joined the wrong person at eXp and they're feeling lost, trapped, disconnected, no additional support or none of the resources that they were promised, and they're feeling deflated. They're feeling sad, they're feeling discouraged because they don't have that support that somebody promised them. Whereas when you look at our group and why I've been able to help so many agents just like you break 6 figures in their first year is I just showed you on my screen. I didn't show you our private community or our past call recordings, but we can prove everything that we offer and you get access to it all immediately on day one. And so it's really important to join somebody that's going to have a vested interest in helping you and that's going to be accessible. I get many agents that say, well, Mike, you've got so many people that have partnered with you. Are you going to be too busy for me? Well, as I mentioned, I've never missed a single Zoom call with any agent since joining the company, and I'll be able to pair you with somebody that's going to specialize in new agents to give you an extra layer of support so you get 2 people helping you instead of just 1. It's really critical to join the right person. And I want to make sure that you end up not just meeting your goals, but actually exceeding them, because I've seen so many agents come in and blow it out of the water if they have the right strategies, the right plan, the right support, guidance, and accountability. And so again, if you would like to chat with me and my group about what we can do to help take your business to the next level, just click that link in the description. Again, I think eXp is an incredible brokerage for new agents, especially with all the resources that I walked you through, but you have to make an informed decision. And you have to look at this with an open mind. This can be an incredible opportunity for you to build not just your current business, but build a future that's going to give you the lifestyle that you've always dreamed of. If you have any other questions about eXp, drop a comment in the section below, because we do respond to 100% of comments on our videos. Now, if you would like to know all of the details of eXp and how the compensation works with the stock, with the revenue share, and all of the fees, check out this next video, because I walk you through everything that you need to know in the clearest explanation you're gonna find anywhere.